So hi, one of the Good Noise Podcasts. I'm Shane,
I'm Glory.
and we're here with,
I'm August. This is Tyler and Doug. We are Riverby.
and we're asking some questions today about the upcoming album, Absolution. So congrats on that, by the way. How do you feel about the response to the announcement so far?
It's a lot, in my opinion. I didn't think a whole bunch of anime promotional videos were gonna do as well as they did.
Your social media rocks, though.
Yeah.
It's all because we wanted this to be a Kingdom Hearts concept album, and it's doing great.
Love
For
that.
real, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Which one of us is Donald? And
You.
who is Goofy? All right. Yeah, okay.
Checks out.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm not Goofy.
I'm
mean-
I'm goofy.
You're goofy. Okay. That makes sense. I can see that. So, is there any meaning behind the album title or cover art?
Well, the album title we figured out when we were playing Kings at a dining room table in an Airbnb.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, we couldn't figure out a title for the album while we were recording it. So we just started like naming words from the record, like just lyrics from it.
Mhm.
And we finally settled on Absolution, which is a secret reason why. I don't know if the album will be out by the time this airs, but the reason.
Yeah, it should be out by the time this airs.
Oh, in that case, it's the secret track at the end. Wink, wink.
Okay.
Because we're bringing that back. And then the cover art, I remember Tyler and I were talking way back in the beginning of the album stages. We wanted to do the Kingdom Hearts stained glass, like if you played the game really badly. So we had Michaela do a whole bunch of stained glass for it, like tarot cards. So it's like justice, the moon upside down, and then death.
Mhm.
I was like, fuck it, why not? That sounds cool.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, the working title for the album was Birth by Sleep while we were like working on it.
That's a sick title.
We're like, oh, maybe,
That's a pretty cool
maybe
name.
don't call the album Birth by Sleep. But
Yeah, we
the
got a little
song-
nervous. We
Yeah.
were scared we were gonna get spanked by Disney, I think.
Well,
Oh, that's
fair enough. Fair
okay,
enough. They do
yeah,
like to spank
yeah.
people around, yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough. So can you tell us a little bit about your writing process for this album?
For this one, it was a little bit different. I remember for the last song, Tyler sent me about an 8-minute instrumental and just said, write a song about death.
Oh my god.
It worked. I sent him 8 minutes of a song about death, and we whittled it down to 5 minutes. I don't know. For the most part, I feel like it was a lot of just shooting demos back and forth of like stupid little acoustic things I was figuring out, and then Tyler would come up with these like sick riffs. And then while we were practicing, it was really just like layering on with everybody, like their own individual kind of pieces and where they fit, and kind of showcasing different instruments finally within songs. It wasn't just like songs that like I wrote or something that we just put music to, but we actually, I think, finally had a really good collaborative process where everybody kind of got to shine in their ways. So that was cool.
That's super cool.
Awesome.
Yeah, I guess you guys are going to keep things collaborative from this point forward.
Sure hope so. I'm tired.
Fair enough.
Sure. So I want you three to tell us your favorite lyric off this album and the meaning behind it.
Tyler, why don't you go first?
Yeah.
Yeah, Tyler.
There's a line. I can't think of the lyric off the top of my head, but there's a line in the last song. Just how August sings it, like, gets me every time. You know what, August? You know what line I'm talking about, correct?
Yeah, it's literally I can't imagine the ending.
Well, yeah. So, but it's just like how you sing it, and just like it just has so much meaning behind it, and it's like literally the biggest moment at the end of the last song, where it's just like everything kind of comes together and like puts the entire album in context. And I think it's a really special thing. Yeah, like that last song was, yeah, August just sent me stream of consciousness, like this giant poem, and it was like, holy crap, like this is the kind of the crux of the whole record, which was really cool. And there's some great lines in there too.
That's sick.
Pride.
Before we continue, can we meet your cat, August?
Oh, this is Mac.
Hi,
She's
Mac.
crazy. If
Hi,
she doesn't
Mac.
sit on my lap, she'll scream, which is pretty annoying. So she's just gonna live here for a little bit.
It's all good with us.
Yep.
Doug?
Okay. Well, I feel like, it's only one line, say it, but I feel like that's you encouraging me to be more vocal in the Riverby group chat.
So this is the troll. Doug is a little gremlin. Is that your answer? Is that going to be your answer?
Let me think a little bit more. Okay. Can that be a placeholder?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I think
You've just been pushing it off onto other people, so
Yeah.
you wouldn't think about it.
You're in the
story
hot
of my
seat
life.
now.
Well, it's hard because I wrote them all, so I need to think about this. I'm gonna be honest. I really like the joke that I tell in Birth by Sleep. It's like one of my favorite things when I tell my little "How many nice guys does it take to screw in a light bulb?"
Mm-hmm.
bit.
Mhm.
Makes me laugh every time because whenever we play it to like a full room, I can always gauge who like really feels it and who like knows that they're the nice guy, and their faces
Ooh.
just kind of drop immediately.
Mhm.
I like to keep an audience on their toes. So
Fair enough.
Sure.
that's probably mine then, I think.
All right.
Mhm.
Doug, do you have a replacement lyric?
No, I'm going to stick with what I said.
Okay.
Okay. Perfect. Perfect. I respect.
Great.
Just say it, Doug.
Say it.
See, it's relatable.
Exactly.
There you go.
This sucks for me.
So how'd the track list for the album come about? Did you guys write the opener be the opener, closer be a closer? Did you shuffle it around, see what fits? What was that process like?
We definitely went back and forth on it like so many times.
I think
Right?
the only things we knew was Imagine the Ending was the last song. That was like
Yeah.
obviously duh. And I think we knew like The Moon was going to be the second song for some reason, but other than that, everything else just kept flipping and flopping. I don't think we really even had the official track listing until we got to the studio.
Yeah, when we were in Cleveland, we we did like every possible option. Like, would this song go into this one? And then it ended up being like kept getting different over time.
Yeah.
So you guys had like
Especially-
a rough track listing before you even like recorded the record?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't help that I didn't exactly make it easy because about a week before we went out to Cleveland, I wrote a song and I was like, this one's going on the record. Like,
Oh my
immediately.
god.
Yeah, there were probably like 3 versions of the album, I would say. There's, well, maybe even 4, because we'll say first GarageBand demos. Then the GarageBand demos, we were like sitting at Tyler's house and we'd be like, okay, let's play through this a couple times. Then we went to Dan Nazario's studio, tracked did a pretty much demo scratch of the whole album
Okay.
there. Then did another scratch in Cleveland, and then we recorded on top of that. So it was like,
You're
Yeah,
leaving
we-
out some things too. Because it would go, because before it even hit GarageBand demos, it would be Tyler and I doing audio
Oh.
notes. Like we'd be sending each other audio files.
Yeah, you would send me like acoustic guitar, phone. What's it called? The voice memo.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I would just like kind of put like fake GarageBand drums underneath it, and we'd kind of go up from there. Yeah,
We've built like 2 albums on specifically Dancing Queen drum demos on GarageBand. That specific one.
yeah.
That's great.
And then we even did like live demos. We went to a rehearsal space and we would record them live, like as we were doing them, just to make sure. I think we if I looked back in my like Google Drive, I probably have a minimum of 8 versions of each song, like from start to finish.
which do you think's changed the most?
Doug, you want my job?
I'm sorry.
No, that's okay.
That's a good question, though.
It is.
Yeah.
Thanks, Doug.
I think Baseless definitely changed like 8 times.
Oh
right?
yeah, that one. Many versions.
That one almost didn't make it if it wasn't for Ash from Pink Shift having a fucking 3-hour-long FaceTime call with me as we restructured the song.
Wow.
Oh my god. Well, that was
like-
my favorite song, so I'm happy it made it.
It like I was really about to like just scrap it. I hated it so much for a while, but I was like, I have nothing else, so it has to go on. I didn't want Say It on the album for a while, but Tyler was like, no, it's gonna be good, I swear to God. And then it was. So
And that one, we first recorded like a version of it probably in 2019. That was gonna
yeah,
be
I have
yeah.
September 5th, I think I have the first demo we ever recorded of Say It was 20. I think I wrote it in 2017 or something.
Whoa.
Oh,
It was-
Wow.
It was supposed to be on Smart Mouth, right?
It was
Sure
like
was.
gonna be for the B-side of the the Dancing Queen remix of Smart Mouth.
We literally have a Smart Mouth disco remix we've been sitting on. Like it exists. We just have not finished it.
You guys got to
You
finish
just
it and
wrap
drop
that up
it.
and drop it. Yeah.
The effort now.
Now you guys are you guys are mixing up album cycles. It's fucked up, man.
It's good.
So
I've never done anything without chaos.
Fair enough.
That's fair. Yeah. So would you guys be able to tell us where your headspace was at while you were creating this record?
Okay, I'll answer first this time. I would say for me, it's just what can I do as a bass player to complement what everyone else is doing and leaving the room for what are going to be overdubs and everything. You know what I mean? Trying to be as purposeful as possible. And, you know, just allow everyone else to just kind of breathe.
Okay.
Tyler?
No, my headspace for this one, for me in particular, because this is really like between the three of us, at least, this is now the kind of almost fourth, like third thing that we've really done as Riverby. And so the first very like small EP that nobody knows about was very much like we just wanted to take some songs that I wrote and get them out there. Like it did not matter how we made it. We did it in a living room. We were like, fuck it, get it out here. Smart Mouth, we took like a little bit more time with, but it was still just like kind of songs that I made. So Absolution, I really wanted to like I said earlier, just like really showcase everyone and give everybody space to really like be great. So there are some songs that I really wanted like Doug's bass to really fucking like kick through and like the drums to sound fucking incredible on. And like Tyler is the king of riffs. I've gotten at least 4 DMs now about how mad people are about the Birth by Sleep riff being stuck in their heads. So I really just like my headspace was more of how do I let everybody shine on this record rather than just like have it be just like another songs that I just like shove out into the world without anything, you know?
Yeah, fair enough. So how do you recommend your fans to listen to this album for the first time? Should they do it in the car with friends, in the dark with headphones on? Is it a party album, workout album? What do you guys personally recommend?
Party.
Play it backwards while playing Kingdom Hearts in full, like like Pink Floyd.
I think that's a great call. Like, I think it's like a nice, like, it's not sad, but it like kind of is. Like, it's like there's a lot of like upbeat, like happy, like that are like undercut with like a certain kind of sadness. So like, I feel like it would be a good like, it's like you and like you're maybe playing video games with like 2 buddies, and like you're like having like a drink or something, and it's like kind of like low key, but like you're like kind of having fun, you know.
Not Mario Kart, that's for sure.
Not Mario Kart.
Except for maybe
Maybe-
Baseless. You should play Baseless while you're playing Mario Kart.
Mario Party, though, on the other
Ooh.
hand.
Absolutely, you should play Mario Party while listening to Absolution. That's my plug. Nintendo, please sponsor us.
Yeah.
And Square Enix.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutionally.
Ooh,
That was good.
that's great.
So this one should be super, super quick. Off the top of your heads, I want you guys to describe this album for new listeners in 3 words. No more, no less. 3 words each.
Expansive.
You said it was going to be quick. You don't know us.
All right. Expansive, energetic, thoughtful.
Hell yeah.
There you go. Thank you,
That's
Doug.
good. Yeah.
yeah.
I think
Yeah, riding off of Doug's coattails there.
yeah, I think Doug handled it.
Yeah, you guys aren't getting out of this one. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I would say it's like eclectic, vibrant, I guess, but also like cathartic for me. That's a good word for it.
That's good.
Mhm.
That's good.
Yeah, I got visceral. Is
Ooh.
visceral? Oh, it's a word.
Yeah.
Okay.
Clouds
Okay.
and poltergeist.
Visceral cloud poltergeist.
Okay.
Okay. Would you like to explain the last one, or you just want to leave it?
Up to interpretation.
Okay, I love that. I love that.
So in that same train of thought, but with not as much pressure, is there a certain feeling or emotion you want listeners to have while going through the album?
I think as I was writing the record, especially when you hit the end, like at Imagine the Ending and like towards that, I think I would like people to feel like grateful. Not for me. I don't want them to feel grateful that they're listening to a Riverby record, but like grateful for like their lives and the people that they have, especially with Imagine the Ending, which is such like a deep personal song for me about that kind of thing. I think if I could have people feel one thing getting out of it, it's just like being grateful for the people that they have and like where they're at and stuff like that. I don't know.
I like that.
I really like that. Anybody? All right, we're good. All right. So, what is your favorite memory that you guys made while creating this album?
Recording rhythm guitars.
Oh, really? That's your favorite?
No, it's like a no, it's like a great
That's trauma.
bad. No, it was fine. It was like
What happened?
What?
What happened?
Oh, I guess we can get into it.
gonna
We
pack
went
this
to
right now.
Cleveland to record this album, and with the legendary Jim Wirt, who worked with what's his CV?
Incubus.
Jack's
Incubus.
Mannequin, Fiona Apple, no doubt.
Hoobastank.
Bingo, yeah.
Hoobastank. He
yeah.
has the Grammy for the reason.
Yeah, but I mean, Jim was like just so like he's so smart. He's so, like has the best ear, and he's just like right. Everything's like right on the money. Like you gotta like get all these takes right, and the one thing he hated was recording rhythm guitars because like guitars can be so like all over the place with like tuning and stuff. So there were so many there's like 2 days where it was just me in a chair, just like tuning guitars and playing like one chord at a time per like measure, and just to get everything like pitch perfect. And then the best part was like, okay, now you double it, and I did like, oh, I have to play the exact same thing again on. It was a lot.
Sounds like hell.
I like to say now, Jim's biggest thing was check your tuning, like every 3
Oh my
seconds. That's what he
God.
would say, because we did it chord by chord. So Tyler would like, if it was an F sharp minor or whatever, and he'd be holding the bar chord. I remember it was like you had to hold the chord, and then Doug was tuning the frets because you couldn't tune it to the chord. Like,
Or I would have to like mute some of the top strings or something like that. Do I give a guitar credit on this album? That's like
Yeah.
you could have guitar tech. Like we tuned to the chord though, so that it sounded crisp, so that if we had to like cut, copy and paste or anything, like we'd be able to have that fresh cut.
Mhm.
So poor Doug and I would be watching Tyler do this for like 5 hours, and it was like we started getting anxious on Tyler's behalf. Like we would be sitting there like, check your
I thought
tuning
my-
is.
Yeah,
Wild.
I thought my brain was broken, but it turned out great. So
Yeah.
Sounds awesome.
Yeah, it does sound
It
great.
sounds amazing.
It
Anyone
was
else?
so awesome in that studio. But August, so they did drums, and then it was rhythm guitar, and August and I were just there for days being like, oh my God, when is it going to be our turn? And then is it going to be like that for us when we're trying to play through this, where it's like, am I going to do bass note by bass note? Are you going to be doing like
No,
line?
you finished your shit in like an hour and a half, and that's because you wanted to do multiple takes. You could have been done.
You just played through
Oh
the
my
album
God.
once.
And I mean that in the most like affectionate and amazing way. Like Doug was just like, okay,
Mhm.
it's done.
But Tyler was playing through it, and I was just sitting there because I didn't want him to feel alone.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Very
Thanks,
nice.
Any other memories from the recording?
Yeah, I have one. And it's during the song Fall in Love, there's a key change, and I sang higher than I normally do, and I was very nervous going into this that I would blow out my voice because I've been known to do that. So I bought 2 bottles of honey
Oh,
for
sorry, I'm just remembering.
I, in one day, drank an entire bottle of honey by itself.
Oh.
So in between takes in the vocal booth on a hot mic, by the way, you would just see me squeezing honey and like letting it go down my throat. And I was basically giving the microphone like the Gluck Gluck 3000.
Good Lord.
Because it was the only way I knew I was going to be able. What is it? A D? Was it a D sharp that I was hitting or a D flat? Do you know?
Like a high C sharp or something. I forget. Yeah.
Like when I was belting at the end of it. And so I was like just so scared that I just kept like shoving honey down my throat, and I drank an entire bottle and almost threw up.
That's
I
disgusting.
told you guys. And I really haven't like been able to drink honey since.
I mean, do you usually drink honey just straight?
Well, yeah, that's my thing. No, I like to have like tea though and put honey in it. And I reach for it now and I'm just like, I still need time.
Yeah.
It was bad. I felt bad for Jim, who was probably over there like, what the fuck is this person doing?
Yeah.
He worked with Gwen Stefani and I'm over here just like.
Gwen probably did the same thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah, 100%.
Booba stank loves honey.
That's what the H stands for.
Okay, so picture this: you're on tour at a gas station for a rest stop. What is your snack of choice?
Cheez-Its.
Nice.
Cheddar combos and sour gummy worms.
Ah, there you go. Taste.
Is this a tour that's stopping in Pennsylvania?
Yes,
Sure.
Or across the country?
it can stop.
Which one would you prefer?
Pennsylvania, like I really like the cookies and cream milk at Wawa. That's pretty cool.
Ooh.
The what?
Cookies and cream milk.
Milk that's pre-made with cookies?
Doug made me buy him cookies and cream milk like 2 weeks ago, and I felt like a pervert buying it.
Fucking what? Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay. So on the topic of food, if the band was a dish, what dish would the band be?
Cookies and cream milk.
Cookies and cream milk.
You want to explain why, Tyler?
This is the first time I brought them on a podcast, by the way.
First and last time?
They won't give me a mic on stage. It's really shame.
That's true.
I don't blame them. Holy shit.
It's fair. It's fair.
Oh my god. August, you had your mic off when Gloria asked this question. If the project was a dish, what project would the band be? Not a dish. I said that question all fucked up.
A dish.
Yeah.
Food dish.
I understood it.
Oh, I mean, I just think that we should be tacos because that's what we ate almost every single night in Cleveland, and almost every single morning because we had breakfast tacos. So I would like to say
That's a better
we're
answer than
breakfast
Tyler's.
tacos.
What if breakfast
Definitely.
tacos and cookies and cream milk?
I would actually rather die.
Fair.
So for the last couple questions, we're actually going to shift away from music and go straight to death row.
Boom.
So if you're on death row, what would your last meal be with a drink? And if any of you say cookies and cream milk, we're kicking you out. That's it. You're
Yeah,
done.
kicking you out and banning you
Honestly,
from the
you
podcast.
should. That's good. Honestly, thank God for that.
Oh.
That's such a good question.
I'm a simple guy. I like breakfast, so I like 2 eggs. I like toast. I like the like breakfast potatoes and like some bacon. It's like I've always said that would be my death row meal. Is just breakfast.
That's good. How
And
you
what's your
washing down?
drink? Yeah.
Say
Like
it.
a coffee, not cookies and cream. Yeah.
I didn't even know Wawa sold milk until right now.
Yeah, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They got milk.
It's
We
fucked
got
up.
milk.
It's fucked up.
Do you have one, Doug?
Yeah, the tacos Tyler would make because it reminded me of such good times. And then
Oh,
a
there we
lot
go.
of it is IPA.
Cheers to that, Dougie.
Oh
Yeah.
my God. Mine would be from Jaime's Deli here in Ballackinwood, Pennsylvania, which is my favorite Jewish deli. It would be the whitefish salad on a bagel with lettuce, tomato, onion, lemon twist, and a cup of coffee with 2 sugars and 1 cream.
Solid.
Why do you both want caffeine before you die?
Oh, you want to be energized.
Yeah.
I want to be ready. I want to be in the zone.
my
Exactly.
head to explode.
So I can't drink coffee because it gives me awful stomach aches and like I can't. So if I'm gonna die, I might as well drink coffee because I'm not gonna deal with the after effects. I'm just gonna be
Good
dead.
point.
True.
Yeah. So if you could live in one fictional world for a week, where would you live?
If either of you say Harry Potter, I will actually kill you.
That's not what I was gonna say.
Cool. I'm living in Kingdom Hearts, baby.
Yeah,
That's a good
I was
one.
waiting for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was looking at my Keyblade. That would be fucking cool as shit.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Pokemon.
Okay,
Solid.
it's also very good.
So I'd say either the world of Mare of Easttown or DC Comics in general.
Ooh.
All right. Solid
Mayor of
answers.
Easttown, so you mean Philadelphia?
Yeah.
Right now?
Yeah.
Heard it here.
Imaginary town in
Our
Delaware.
band posters are in Mayor of Easttown. You just want to be living in the world you're in.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it'd be pretty meta, but
That's fine.
Doug's a bigger celebrity in Easttown.
yeah.
I would like to change my answer though for very briefly to be Elden Ring, just so that I can like know what the fuck I'm doing for 2 seconds, and then I would leave.
Fair enough.
That's fair.
All right.
Thank you.
So I've now asking the last question, and every single person you've spoken to has said that it is the most important question. What's your favorite color?
Pink.
Nice.
Blue.
Nice.
Blue.
Nice.
Ooh.
All right.
Nice.
So as I said, that's all the questions we have to say. Is there anything that you guys would like to plug?
Riverby.
Out.
Absolution.
Yeah.
Yeah, Riverby Absolution out March 25th, which has happened. So
Yay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for now. This guy's been Riverby, and we have been the Good Noise Podcast.